What's happening, Soul Fam? All right, so with part one of this, even if you don't watch part one, you can still totally watch this, and it's going to be totally relevant to your life. Doesn't matter if you see this 20 years from now, 2 weeks from now. Like, if you're on this video, this applies to you somehow. So connect the dots and just pay attention to it. Okay. Time and space doesn't exist, so there's a reason for everything, okay? So in part one of this video, if you want to go check out part one of this video, I used the Shaman deck, the Isis deck, and my soul cards to dive into this deeper aspect of itself. The main lesson is basically to take away, all right? So I'm kind of like starting from brand new. Like, we know from that first spread, like, what are the main things that are happening right now, but these are the main things that we need to keep paying attention to as we course through the rest of the year, all right? So during the time of this video, it's 2020, but you know, I'm guiding everyone towards the end of the year. This energy will still be guiding you for at least 2 to 3 months if you see this, you know, 20 years from now, okay? Because that's the same kind of timeline that I'm working off of. So you can kind of like scale it up from there, okay? So I want everyone to take a deep breath. I'm going to be using my manga cards. And if you guys are looking for these decks, I'm going to also be adding a little link so you guys can check out those decks and buy them if you like. People always ask me on TikTok, oh, I love your decks. Like, where do I got them? And I'm just like, oh my God, I can respond to you 2,000 times or just make a link. Okay, so for the soul cards, the main lesson for you guys until the end of the week, until the end of the month, sorry, so it's like November 9th, I believe, is to let go, walk away from something that you know is not serving you, okay? Like something that you know that you've outgrown, something that you know is just like, no, it's done. This can be in terms of business, it can be in terms of like family drama, it can be still in terms of your twin flame. There's something here that does not serve you anymore, and you have to walk away from it, all right? It could be in all areas of your life that I just described. The main reason for this energy that I'm about to read with the manga deck is to walk away from shit that does not serve you anymore, okay? Just really focus on that. Ooh, the Lover's energy. So right off the bat, I'm still feeling like twin flame energy for some people here right now. And if this is not about twin flame, we're talking about relationships right now. This could be a relationship with work, it could be a relationship with a friend or something, right? But the energies for sorry, it's not the lovers, the world, my bad. The lovers and the world look very similar. We're talking still about like relationships in this category. So the world, there's something in your world that is being like balanced right now. It's being calibrated, it's being weighed. So you're not going to get this chance for a while, basically, is what the energy is telling you. So you really need to ask yourself, you know, where are you right now, and is it worth missing the opportunity from crossing from this side of the line to this side of the line to attain what you want? All right, so something's completing itself. It's going to complete itself with or without your cooperation, and when it completes itself, it's going to take whatever form you last left it as. So if you're not taking that creative, assertive, I'm going in this direction kind of energy, then, you know, you're going to see that it's just going to pan out however it panned out, and you're going to be able to reflect on that later and how you missed out on certain opportunities. So if you have a job situation right now, like that you've been contemplating maybe leaving, leave that job, because there's something else that's waiting for you right now. Like, you got to focus on that, okay? If you've been waiting to, I don't know, fix something in your life, or you just feel like you don't have enough energy, remember, that's the main energy here. And if you do that, you're going to bring happiness into your life, okay? So I don't read the major arcana always like upside down. I always read them like all right side up, but the upside down qualities just tell you kind of like the thing that you have to be paying attention to. So this is the thing that is, it comes up upside down, telling you that it's basically this blockage right here is what's stopping you from full 100% happiness. Like, it can't be any more blunt. Like, this is what's stopping you from being absolutely happy in your life. So your happiness is now in your own hands. Which way are you going to shape that into your reality? Because there's a lot of community on the other side. There's a lot of good vibes here by letting go of whatever needs to be let go of. But you also feel like you still have a point to make in this old reality. Maybe like you're really mad that someone hasn't like gotten their just rewards, you know what I mean? Like their karma or something else. But there's this energy here that's saying you have so much magic and you're wasting that magic by focusing in the past instead of focusing on rebirth. Because this is fire energy. This is your vitality. This is also like rebirth. So like if you're not paying attention to how you're applying your energy, like if you're stuck in the past, you're fucked. Like there's no other way around this. The Queen of Swords is telling you, hey, it's time to take action. Like now that we've told you, the tarot are like, now that we've told you what's really good and what you need to be paying attention to, you need to take action. It's not about like, you know, having the best case scenario. It's about how much time is there still on this cosmic clock to get this done. All right. Like it's time to act. Right now is the time to take action. All right. And do it fearlessly, because the Queen of Swords, she's got that energy that's like, you're not going to mess with my people. Like I will cut you. You know what I mean? She's like Banquikwi. I will cut you, right? So like you have to have that energy too. Like don't let anything get in your way. Don't let yourself get in the way of your own dreams. Don't let anybody else stop you from doing that. Don't get trapped to the past. It's time to move forward. The Chariot, it's time to move forward. Okay? Like the Chariot energy is real clear. Like massive moves are happening, and the Chariot, he's moving. He's the rider here. Like, you know, you're hitched on his wagon. If you don't get it together, you're gonna see what happens in the long run. Okay? So finally, the Knight of Coins. You deserve a very good life. There's no denying that you deserve that, but you need to allow yourself to have the permission to say, yeah, I know I deserve that, and that's where I'm gonna move forward with my life. If you do that, you're gonna allow yourself to find like peace. Oh my God, especially in abundance. I feel so much abundance energy here. Like this is like the answer to like your struggles. Like you gotta walk away from the past, because that's literally what's stopping you. Again, that's what's stopping you from attaining the maximum future that you want. And a lot of people ask, like, how do you walk away from your past? Well, you walk away from your past by healing. You know, like on Patreon, I put this podcast about like my past weekend with my twin flame, and like how I've been running from my twin flame for like 5 years just to have him never be really far away from me to begin with. So and like that's been one of the things that's been blocking my own power, you know what I mean? And when I did my tarot a while ago, they were like, until this thing is healed, you're not going to get the manifestation that you want. Like you got to heal this to get your manifestation. So for the Isis deck, the Eye of Horus, awakening the divine perception. So this is very powerful energy, basically telling you, hey, like you're tapping into not just any kind of magic, you're tapping into high level magic. And maybe you've been feeling it lately. Maybe you're just like, you can't put your finger on it, but you're like, man, I'm so much more powerful. Maybe you've been realizing that you're quantum jumping a lot. Great example is like the last couple of days, I've been literally, like this morning, I woke up at 6 o'clock and I was like, oh, okay, hold on. I'm just going to stretch, close my eyes. I fell asleep, woke up at 3:13 in the morning. What? 3 hours ahead of time? Fell asleep, looked again, it was 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Went to sleep, woke back up, it was like 6:46. And I'm like, what? Right? Divine perception. You might be having something crazy like that happen to you. Divine synchronicities of some sort. And it's all because you asked for a wish. The well tells you that you asked for a specific wish, and that wish is here. And that wish had to do somehow with your divine perception. The Eye of Horus is also linked to your solar plexus chakra, your divine feminine, your subconscious. So this is really powerful, magical moon kind of energy where you're like literally rewriting reality. Like you are so close to what they call the void or the empty space, the liminal space. Like different places call it different things, right? But this is all happening because you wanted something, and in order for you to get what you wanted, you had to have your powers become more increased. The Queen of Wands as well has to do with like that magic energy. So it's basically telling you that this is to elevate you. Like you're ascending, and you're not just ascending in any direction. You're ascending into your divine potential. So allow yourself to go in that direction with joy, because she's holding also like sunflowers, and sunflowers are about the sun. They're about happiness. They're about joy. They're about positivity, right? So like, and they nourish off of that. So right now, what the main thing that your wish kind of needs is more focus on that joy, more focus on like the positivity and grounding that joy in your life. You can do that with like feng shui, you can do that with affirmations, you can do that with just helping people, being nice to people. That's a really great way to do that, because the universe is basically trying to teach you a really great lesson in manifestation, so you can learn how to become more abundant in your life. One of the things that the universe has been teaching me personally is that abundance doesn't always have to equate to money. Like, it's a true alchemist understands that abundance is beyond money. Like, you can use all these different methods to attain what you want without having to solely focus on money first to get that, right? So this right here is teaching you about that, how your wish is in alignment with your divine power. The Eye of Horus has to do with the mind as well. So your mind creates everything in reality. Everyone who's in this file right here, you guys are learning really, really powerful ancient Egyptian magic, and you may not have noticed it. That is all literally manipulating the wheels of fortune, and you're basically quantum jumping right now. Again, it's quantum jumping energy. You're rearranging everything so that it works to your favor, and you have peace through it. 10 of Cups, really good energy here as well. Like, good vibes, everybody. If you're in here, like, keep doing what you're doing. Such amazing vibes. Just remember, don't focus on the things that are negative in your life. Now this last card, because everything else is really positive, this last card is telling you that when you start manifesting, and this is like a lesson, this is what I'm channeling, when you ask for a wish and your wish comes through and you start becoming more powerful, and you then honestly understand the way the dynamics of reality works, you always come to this point in your life where you're like, damn, if I only knew this sooner, if I only figured it out sooner, I could have saved myself so much trouble. Oh my God. And then that can easily like spiral out of control and get in your mind, and you can beat yourself up, and that'll start messing with all this lower stuff. So the main thing that you want to focus on here is like bring joy, bring positivity. When you have those aha moments, all right, like, wow, I'm glad I know it now. Like, yeah, I could have saved some time, but it happened now because I had to learn it now, right? So that's kind of like the energy you really want to be focusing on. Finally, we have the Ace of Wands on the bottom. So whoa, Ace of Wands over here, okay, and Ace of Wands right here. You guys literally have a very similar energy, and that's actually something I was gonna say a little bit earlier, and I was just like, wait, just like make sure you finish your thought before you even go there. But yeah, I did notice that already. Like, you guys have very similar energy. You're both tapping into magical centers of your abilities. For people right here, they're just tapping into like their own divine soul wisdom that's like really sitting there. For people over here, they have to like learn love. This is all about like learning love, rather to love yourself or to love another, or to understand that to let things fall in their place, and that's like the highest piece of magic that you could ever acquire. Here it's more so like, okay, you're evolving because your wish came true and you're gonna have it, but just make sure that you stay there, you stay focused on this. Very powerful energies here. Though these people are struggling a little bit more to attain this, you guys are kind of more easily adjusted to it. All right. So then we're going to go over to the Native American, the Shaman deck with my Golden Thread deck. So this card right here is telling you that you're dancing with the sun, you're dancing with the spirits. Like, things are coming into alignment, and you have to embrace those moments of ecstasy that sometimes, don't feel like they come enough, So right now you're in this state of ecstasy, and even if you're not feeling it, it's because you're resisting the changes that are happening in your life. So allow yourself to recognize that right now everything's happening for a reason, even if you don't like how things are playing out, okay? The first card is the Knight of Cups, and it comes up right side up. It's telling you, hey, remember to share this great energy that might be coming through. If you're channeling this in like divine light and positivity, and you feel safe and you feel ecstatic and you just feel like, wow, could things get any better? You know what I mean? If you're really feeling that vibe, share that vibe with people, okay? Go out of your way and like make other people feel good. That's another way of sharing your abundance and amplifying generosity, and give that to like the land. Like when you walk around, just vibe that great energy, and you're gonna really feel that like impact not only you but just everything, all of your life. Don't get lazy though. Sometimes when things start feeling like this ecstatic and this good, the Three of Wands tells you don't get lazy. You gotta stay focused on your thing, like you want to keep the momentum going. You don't want to like just fall into like a good grace period, let things dismantle themselves, and then have to pick up from scratch. Like stay in the good vibe. Whatever you've been doing to get to the vibes that you're at right now, good for you. All right, like just keep doing whatever got you here in the first place. Don't stop. If you're one of those people that's experiencing this in a negative energy, remember, like, maybe if you start focusing on making other people's lives a little bit happier, not by sacrificing yourself, but just doing something kind, you're going to be able to see like what you've been missing out in your life in general and find focus again. The Page of Swords basically tells you it's time for you to start taking action, but also don't be deceptive. Pay attention to like your true intentions, right? Because when we're in this ecstatic state, we're really raw, and we need to be more honest with ourselves than ever when it comes to like the kinds of things that we're doing and why we're doing them. The Page of Swords is telling you take action. Right now it's time to take action. Even though things are like, they seem elated or they seem like intense, you have to keep chugging through this. Like, don't stop the momentum. Don't stop the momentum. That's the final judgment here. Like, there's no way to get around it. Like, you're in this moment that's almost like you're being tested for maintenance. So you opened up the gateway to your manifestation and you're deep in it, but then all of a sudden it's just like, how bad do you want it? That are you going to take care of it, right? Like your mom and your dad did the same thing when they gave you like a cat or a puppy or a fish, right? Like they're like, oh, okay, you want a puppy? Let's get you a fish. And then they saw how you took care of the fish. If you didn't give a shit about this fish, you weren't ever going to get a puppy, right? And then just because you took care of the fish for a week or two didn't mean that it was going to guarantee you a puppy in a week, right? Like you had to take care of that fish for a sustainable amount of time to prove that you can then consider something else other than yourself to take even more care of, right? Like a puppy. So this is like very similar in this energy. Is like, you really want that puppy. All right, you've had your goldfish for like a month now. If you can keep this goldfish for 6 months running, bitch, like we'll get you one, right? We'll get you a golden retriever if you want it. All right, so that's the kind of energy that you gotta be vibing with. You gotta be owning, okay? And let go of any of this misery that you might be carrying from the past. Like, woe is me, like, why do I have to try so hard? Why do I have to put in all this energy? Like, things were going so good, I didn't want to get back into it. Like, let go of that energy. And also, while you're spending this time of like finding your groove and moving forward, you also have to allow yourself to say like, what things have been holding me back for a while? Like, has me not waking up in the morning and taking a shower hold me back? Has me like, not drinking enough water hold me back? Is my bitterness towards my, one friend holding me back? Like, let go of the things that don't serve you anymore, all right? Because the Five of Cups here also shows up over here, okay? And for them, it was telling them, don't get caught up in negative cycles of thinking in the past. For you, you might be thinking like, why does life have to be so difficult? Or why does life have to get like, constantly be like this struggle or like a movement? That's not what the point of all this is. The point of this is to show whether or not you really want it. Because once you want it, if you show that you want it, what happens? You get the puppy. And once you have the puppy, you're not under a trial period anymore, right? So like, don't lose track of the fact that like this, whatever's happening to you right now, positive and or negative, with this ecstatic energy, is for a greater reason. And you need to make the conscious choice to let go of the negativity that might be arising with these shifts and these changes that are coming through in your life. Nine of Swords. Because if you don't focus on doing that, you're going to continue to create like all these like imbalances in your life that are going to continue to stab you as you continue through your enlightenment and through the rest of the year. Like, that's not worth it. That energy is definitely not worth it. So then finally we take the bottom energy deck. This is all about transformation, all right? You're transforming right now. Like, you're not being given a choice to transform. Like, you need to transform. And if you don't take advantage of it, you're going to end up seeing the same cycles repeat themselves, the same kind of energy that's like real negative and toxic that's holding you back. So you really, really have to allow yourself to pay attention to this. Go with the flow. Allow the transformation. Allow yourself to expand and grow into something brand new, okay? For these two decks, really good energy going on. For all of you on this side, I'm with you over here. Like, I'm in the middle of both of these. Everyone with the twin flame love issue, we got this. We can make this happen. Remember, what I've been doing with my twin flame issue is like I'm sending him energy healing every morning. And when I heal myself, I'm healing him. Like, and I remind him, like, I love you. Like, I love you. You're my twin flame, I love you. So like, what can I do? Like, I'm never going to be with you ever again, like physically, but I still love you. And like, not loving you is like not loving myself, because you're my twin. So, it's very crazy energy. For everyone here, just don't get caught up in your head. We're going to do one more little pull. Specialty card, okay? Ooh, this one's for the far left, they said. 8 of Wands. With this death energy here, okay? 8 of Wands means that there's a massive energy that is coming your way, all right? And that energy cannot be avoided, all right? It's meant for something huge. Ecstatic energy, huge wave of energy coming through that can't be avoided, and it's all for transformation. Are you going to get on the surfboard and coast this shit, or are you gonna just let it ride you by and make you feel, like you got swept underneath the current? I will ride it for all I got. The middle deck, okay? Ooh, the moon energy. Look at that. The moon energy, and Horus is all about the moon as well. So this is all about, you guys, remember, you're in your divine subconscious right now. Like, you're not living in your divine consciousness. You're living right now in your divine subconscious. And right now you're so powerful. Like, if you were to change something in your subconscious by actively saying you're going to change it and sticking to it, you're going to see something huge happen in your reality. And it's going to be so mind-boggling that you're going to be like, what? What? You know what I mean? So like, the moon energy, Horus, Ace of Wands, so much power right here, okay? Own it. Please do something amazing with it. Don't just do something for yourself. Like, do something great for everyone, okay? And this might seem like a really cheesy story, but I watch anime, and I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, which is like this cosmic battle kind of show, right? And most recently, I'm watching this portion of the show where like there's 12 universes fighting each other, and if you lose this competition, your universe gets destroyed and like obliterated from all of existence. And at the end of it, you get one wish. And I've been thinking while watching this whole entire show, is like, wow, if I won the competition and then I got the opportunity to make a wish, any wish I wanted in the cosmos, I would wish that the other 12 universes that lost, came back, because what's the point of living without them? And it was very like interesting, very surreal. So this is the kind of like energy I want you to carry with that. Like, everything you're doing is for yourself, yes, but think about it bigger than that, because you're so fine-tuned right now. You're inside of the divine subconscious. So do it for everybody, not just yourself. Finally, in this one right here. Ooh, the Hierophant. We are marrying something. Especially because this has to do with like, a lot of it had to do with like love and like twin flame energy is over here a lot. So if it's twin flame energy, the Hierophant is trying to marry something right now between the two divine, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And stop fighting it. Like, just go with it, go with the flow, just roll with it. They want everybody to know that right now there is an energy of balancing light and dark right now for different people. That's like the ride that's going on right now. And this energy is really important because everything is a perception. Like, you can see everything that you need to see, however it is that you need to see it. This energy right here is for the far right, from the bottom end of the deck, the subconscious energy. They're basically telling you that you have everything you need and everything you want right now. The only thing that doesn't make you feel complete is this unresolved matter that you have with your divine twin or someone else in your reality or yourself. If you can fulfill that, you're going to be able to find the peace and the harmony that you're actually looking for. The Three of Pentacles that shows up for the middle. They tell you, remember, cooperation is key. So if you can do things with other people that you care about, sharing this energy and ascending yourself and being in a good environment that sustains you in this kind of work, your life is going to transform in even more magical ways. And then here we have the World, 21 again. And they're basically telling you death, huge wave of energy, like dancing with the sun gods, the world. Like, what is happening right now is literally for your highest good. It's for your highest consciousness. So stop fighting it. Just embrace it. I'm sending you all of my love. Good job, you guys. You guys down here, go with the flow. Like, just surrender into it, all right? All of us right here, just stop fighting it. Just heal it and move forward. Let go of the fight. Remember, let go of the fight. And everybody here, you got it. You got this. Just keep doing you. All right. I love you. Don't forget to give me a subscribe, a like, a follow. If you're watching this later on in the future, join the Patreon temple if you're looking for more hot content like this. All right. Talk to you later.